Hey there, this is Jay Carden from my home here in Birmingham, Alabama, and today we're going to talk about network marketing objection handling with the exact objection of when someone asks you, well, how much are you making? There's a good way to reply to this, and I'm going to explain that to you now. So anytime someone asks you this objection, well, you'll know what to say, so stay tuned. Okay, so one of the first things you got to do when it comes to network marketing objection handling is you've got to determine when the prospect is objecting if they are not a good fit, and that's perhaps why they're throwing out objections, or if they are interested, but there's this one particular issue that they are concerned with and would like to know. Because it's real important that you quickly decide if the person's just not joining, that they're doing these objections just to hustle you and run you around town. You got to be able to let those people go quick. But if you really do feel like a person is asking a question of concern and they would probably join if they know that answer, then you definitely want to, throw them what to say in the objection. So that's really important that you understand the difference and be able to determine if you even want to, mess with someone who's throwing out objections. So when a prospect asks you, so how much are you making? There's many ways they can ask it. How much are you making? What do you make? How much did you make your first month? If it's anything that pertains to how much you've made, and let's say you've made nothing or very little, a lot of people struggle with that particular objection due to the fact that, the answer doesn't sound that good. But there are a few ways you can go about this. For instance, if they ask you what you made your first month, and let's say you have made something and perhaps you're still getting a little bit of residual from that first month, the best way to reply to that is, well, prospect, I can tell you once I'm finished getting paid for it. So now instead of saying, well, I'm made 20 bucks my first month, perhaps you're getting $20 every month from the work you did that first month. It's best to say, I can tell you when I'm finished getting paid for it, to really, hit home with the possibilities of network marketing. And then there is the instance where, let's say you haven't made much money and they ask, well, what are you making? Uh, a good way to reply to this is to tell the prospect that's not really the question, that that's not really a good question, because there's really no, what I'm making will not reflect what you're going to make. For instance, if you've made a lot of money and you've done well, you can tell the prospect, well, prospect, you asking me that, but you got to understand something. I have a higher work ethic than most people. Therefore, I'm making a lot more than most people. So you're going to make what your work ethic will reflect. And how much value you put into it, time and effort, will reflect what you make. Because what I make has nothing to do with what you'll make. And make them understand that your work ethic is above average. Therefore, you have above average results. If you're not making much, it's still the same thing. You can tell them, well, prospect, I'm only dedicating 2 hours a month into my business. Therefore, I'm getting paid about what 2 hours would bring right now. If you're, it's measured off effort. So let them understand that. I would never really tell them what you make. It just, because then they may think, oh, 10,000 a month. Well, I should be making 10,000 a month my second month. So you don't never want to really tell them the exact amount. And if you're ever feeling the itch to actually share with your prospect what you have made, like particular warm market, the best way to do that is to understand that most people have employee mindsets. Therefore, they will, whatever you tell them, they're going to divide it by 40 hours a week. How much do they make per hour? So it's best to kind of go off of that. So let's say you made $100 your first month. It doesn't sound that good when you divide it by 4 weeks and being $25 a week, and then divide that by 40 hours to see what it is an hour. Because then they're going to be thinking, oh, that's less than what, 50 cents an hour. That's just not worth it. So it's important to say, well, I made $100 my first month, and I may have worked 4 or 5 hours, into my business and produced $100. So now it sounds much better versus giving them the entire month. So you got to be really careful on how you say it and make sure they understand that you didn't put, 40 hours a week into it, because unfortunately most people are employee mindset. So if you've got some value from this network marketing objection handling tip for replying to how much you're making, the objection, be sure to like the video if you're on YouTube. Click the like button. Leave a comment below. And also be sure to check out my website, jcarden.com, where you can pick up a free gift, 20 ways to get leads, or, I mean, it could change, but either way, when you get there, there's going to be a free gift that's going to be worth a lot of money that you're going to be able to get for free by visiting jcarden.com and just requesting it. That's it. So, guys, I hope you've enjoyed. Be sure to check out my website and pick up your free gift. And I will see you on the next video. So, bye for now.